Okay, let's say I wanted to give Alex Smith some administrative permissions on the system. Now, I've been doing this all using the sudo command, right? Sudo, and then tell it what I want to do. It elevates my permissions once I put in my password, and then I'm able to do what I need to do. Okay, let me try that again. This is controlled, there we go, by the sudoers config file. Now there's a quick and easy way to edit it. It's vi, you do sudo, vi, sudo. And then this lets me to edit this file. And here's the file name, etc sudoers. So I can set my configurations here. Now, you can edit the file directly. This is a temp file, which is great because it allows me to make changes, and then vi sudo will verify it so I don't screw up my system. So this is kind of broken down a little bit where we have user privilege specification and then allow members of group to execute any command. So let's take a look at this. These are individual users, so I can add an additional user here. I can also add additional groups here. So let's look at the sudo group here. So the %sudo, this is a sudo group, and we see all equals in parentheses, all colon, all, close parentheses, all. Now let's talk about what this means and how we can use this to control access to our system. So the first all, before the equal sign, that means this works from any terminal. So anybody in the sudo group, they can run admin from any terminal. The second all, so equals in parentheses all, that one means they can impersonate any user. That's what we were playing with when I did the sudo switch user command. This third all means they can impersonate any group. So it's any terminal, all users, all groups, and that last all is what commands are they allowed to run. So they can do anything. Now I can get a little more creative here, and I can say they can only do this from certain terminals. They can't impersonate users. They may or may not be able to impersonate groups or specific users or specific groups, but I can also specify which commands they are allowed to run. Now, typically I will do that if you want to get really, really creative with your permissions. I need somebody to be able to do some things but not other things. If all we want is basic permissions, we want Alex to be able to function in our place if we're gone, then we can simply make her a part of this sudo group and the permissions are already set. But if I want something more complicated, then I need to set either groups or user configurations in here. In this case, because I want Alex to be able to function in my place if I'm gone, all I have to do is add Alex to the sudo group, and I don't have to worry about that configuration line. So that actually becomes really easy. Let's do sudo user mod. I want to append to a group. The group is going to be sudo, and the user is going to be a Smith. And I just got something wrong with that. User mod -ag. There we go. So now if I look for sudo groups a Smith, it tells me that a Smith is now in the a Smith group, the sudo group, and the sales group, which means Alex now has sudo permissions on my system. So that's a real quick and easy way to give somebody that root level access to your system. Like I said, if you want to go a little more extreme, you can, but that is up to you and the security requirements of your situation.